Hi guys, welcome back to another interesting video. Thank you so much to everybody who has been watching, subscribing, liking, dropping your comments. I really appreciate every single one of you. I see you and I really appreciate you. I realize some of you guys want to appreciate my work. Yes, you can do that. Very soon the buy me coffee feature will be available in my description box, but before that's available, we have the super thanks feature, which is now available, and you can give me as little as any amount you can. I would appreciate it. Okay, let's dive into today's video. Today's video is from Charlie Kirk. It's titled Real Life Story. Real life story will change the way you view abortion forever. I would love to know how this video is going to really go down, because we know how Charlie Kirk sees these things and we know how the young people see it. Yes, I know that the young people, they want the abortion rights. The woman owns her body. Yes, she has rights over her body and all of that, but okay, we are going to see how this video is going to go down. I really am interested. Before we dive into it, my name is Oge. Welcome to the channel. If you're first time here, hi. Do not to like, share, subscribe, drop your comments, and turn your notification bell. 5 things you have to do. Okay, let's jump right into the video.
Oh yes, ma'am. I want to hear from you. So, can you say your name?
Taylor.
Taylor. I don't want to put you on the spot if you're not
no, you
uncomfortable.
Can't. I talk about it.
So. Have you had a child since? Can you talk about your story, please?
No. So when I was 23, I got pregnant. Wasn't planned. And I decided I was going to do the right thing. Came from a Christian family. Abortion was always off the table. At 18 weeks, I found out that my amniotic sac tore and attached to my baby's spine. It was pulling her spine out and filling her brain with fluid. And the doctor said, there's no other option. This is what we have to do. So I did induce labor and I gave birth. That was the grounds. I said, I'm not doing this unless. So I wanted to hold her. I wanted to, yeah. So afterwards, when I started getting bills, the doctor said, well, your life wasn't actually at risk of death in that moment. It could have been eventually, but it wasn't then. And so the pain that abortion caused me, I stayed in an abusive relationship for a year. I allowed a man to beat me because I felt so little about myself. I drank, I used drugs, and if it hadn't been for Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, I don't know where I would be. So.
First of all, you are healed and forgiven.
Yeah.
And one day you'll meet that little one in heaven.
Amen. Yeah.
And I want you to have that as comfort.
Yes.
Because it says in the scriptures, God gathers the least of these in his hand. And I believe that speaks to the unborn.
Amen.
Yeah.
And I ask you a question. Mm-hmm. Do you believe that the medical industry lied to you?
Absolutely. Talk
more about that, because we're told to trust doctors. And if you, what would you have done? Would you have brought that baby to term? Because 18 weeks is before a baby can usually survive outside of utero.
Correct. But so giving birth to her, I was holding this little child. I mean, she was a baby. She had hands and nails, and I mean, she was alive. And in holding that baby, I knew, I was like, well, I had no right to take her life. And I felt like I was put in a position to choose that. And my mom, she talks about how she's like, I'm sitting there listening to a doctor say that my daughter's going to die. And I didn't know what to do. And so we all felt this pressure and this pushing to abort my daughter, and that wasn't the case.
What is your advice for women that are being lied to by doctors right now, where they're being told something of that case?
That death does not heal anything, and so taking her life didn't heal me. It didn't. I mean, if anything, my life was worse off. I wish that I had gone to term. I wish that if she was going to pass, I wish she had passed in me without me choosing to take her life, is what I wish would have happened. And I do know a woman who shared her story with me, and she chose that route, and she didn't die. I mean, nothing happened, but she did pass the baby naturally as well, and the baby died naturally in her. But
I meet hundreds of women that, first of all, doctors say that your baby will die, and that's just not true. The baby ends up being perfectly healthy. Why do you think doctors are so intent on death? Like, what is that all about?
Well, I think that at the end of the day, it is money in their pocket. I hate to say it, but abortion is...
Let's cut that first a little bit. What's this I'm hearing, that doctors actually would lie about certain things because of money? Like, a doctor would actually lie about the fact that your baby is in danger just so that you get an abortion. Like, is that actually real? Is that a thing? Because I'm kind of confused here. Doctors are supposed to save lives, save the life of a child. In fact, for a doctor to actually be in support of this abortion ban is something that I would never understand. But this we are hearing now, saying that doctors would actually advise you to take the life of your child just to lie that your child is in danger so that you can have an abortion. Like, is this actually true? Because I'm trying to understand. Like, can this be true? Like, is this real? Is this something that actually would happen? Naturally, we should believe our doctors. I think there's this thing that they say that you should never lie to your doctor, to your lawyer, who else again? Your pastor. I think those three people, they usually say, oh, don't ever lie to your doctor or to your lawyer. And then the doctor we are supposed to entrust our life, our health, our well-being to would lie to us. Please, if you're a medical practitioner, if you stay in the US, if you know this is a thing, please let us know in the comment section, because this is not even making any sense. Let's continue the video.
Abortion is money. And I mean, I think that death has been so, Okay. I think that death just is, we've been so brainwashed that death isn't a big deal. Abortion's not a big deal. It's just, it is what it is. The doctor looked at me and he said, you know, hopefully I see you again in a year. Like, it was just, So.
Thank you for sharing your story. I know how hard that is. And I hope that it's part of God's plan to bless you with more children.
All right, Charlie. So here's my question. So this morning you tweeted that only 51% of people of faith plan to vote in this election. And you said that Christians shouldn't expect Trump to have a more Christian ethos if they aren't going to turn out for them. Does that sound about accurate? Okay. So I think it should be the other way around. Why should America First Christians vote for Trump when he has come out saying he will be actively pro-choice by vetoing a national abortion ban, also saying that he is going to attach green cards to diplomas, which is putting the people of other countries before Americans, and also escalating tensions in the Middle East by calling for Israel to strike Iran instead of peace deals? So what do you think?
Okay, so just so we're clear, who do you plan to vote for?
I've always planned to vote Trump, but I'm not sure now.
Okay, got it. So on all those regards, do you think Kamala would be better?
Maybe a little on the Iranian one. None
Wow.
of the others.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So, but let's it's fine. Let's talk about the issue of abortion.
Okay.
So, will Donald Trump overturn the 10 states that have abortion bans?
No, but he did talk in favor of expanding pro-choice in Florida.
Well, no, that's not true. Actually, he said he was going to vote against the abortion amendment. So that's not correct.
Yeah.
Kamala Harris will nationalize Roe versus Wade, which would overturn 10 pro-life laws that have gone into effect in 10 states. Which president repealed Roe versus Wade?
It was Trump's 3 judges.
Right. So shouldn't there be a little bit of gratitude for the president that gave us the greatest pro-life win in American history?
I agree. Loyalty is important, and that wouldn't have happened.
Yeah,
without
for
Trump.
sure. Well, no, we did. It did happen under Trump.
I said it wouldn't have happened.
Oh, okay,
without
great.
Trump.
No, for sure. Yeah, and I could see you're coming at this from a good place. But let's look at what Trump did for the issues you cared about. Number one, on the green cards thing, he's clarified that, so that is not his stated position. Number two, you obviously care about the southern border and what's happening on the southern border. Under Kamala Harris, 10 million people have come across the country illegally. Under Donald Trump, border crossings were at an all-time low, right? Number two, when it comes to immigration, Donald Trump has always said that he wants Americans to be put first when it comes to employment and for jobs. But you asked about people of faith. If we do not show up in big numbers, politicians will read the script that we provide them. And if we as Christians don't vote, then why should we expect our politicians to ever respond to our core values or our core sentiments? Trump gave us amazing justices and judges that protected religious liberty, protected religious freedom, and also I'm sure you care about guns, right? You care about the Second Amendment?
Yeah.
What would Kamala Harris do to your Second Amendment?
She would definitely not be for the Second Amendment.
For sure. So I'm not saying Trump is your perfect fit. I'm sure you'd like to have someone more pro-life, but the pro-life movement needs to survive. And under Kamala Harris, she has said that she'll make pregnancy resource centers illegal. She'll use the Department of Justice to go after Catholic priests and people of faith that practice on a daily basis. So Donald Trump will allow you to continue to practice your faith, allow you to continue to have religious liberty and freedom, and I bet you can agree that he is at least better on these issues than Kamala Harris, not a perfect fit for you.
Yeah, I would, just to be clear, I would never vote for Kamala
No,
Harris.
for sure.
For all the
But
reasons
let's
you
be
said.
clear, though. No. But I love that. But not voting for Trump is kind of a passive vote for Kamala Harris.
I understand that. However, how Trump, I think that in order for us to get him to support the things we want him to support, our only real tool is the vote. And if we were to, say, withhold our vote unless he stops sort of going more liberal in some areas, what's stop him from just trying to win over people on the left while straying away from right
So I
policy?
just want to understand your calculus. Your calculus is we don't vote and then he'll listen to us?
I mean, yeah, if some people say that they're not going to vote for
Yeah.
him, then he's going to want to change his policy to be more reflective of the people.
That's really foolish 30 days out from an election. Okay, that's not smart. In fact, that's the way a Democrat operative would talk. Okay, but
You caught me.
but I just want to ask the question though. It's less about Trump or Harris. When you win a presidency, you fill the cabinet with 5,000 appointees, right? You staff the government 5,000 people. Which team of people would be a better fit for your worldview? Donald Trump or Kamala Harris?
Trump.
Yeah. So wouldn't it be fair then for maybe you to hold your nose, trust God a little bit, say that this is not my perfect fit, but I'm going to say that those 5,000 people will at least be able to do a better job fighting for life, secure borders, so then we can get an even more pro-life candidate in the future.
Yeah, that makes sense.
God bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
I really enjoyed today's debate. It went so smoothly. There was a kind of understanding. I know that sometimes it can go really messy when two people are not agreeing, Charlie Kirk or the college students, but today's video actually went well. One thing I think I can learn or I can observe or comment on this video is the fact that Kamala Harris will not save America. Donald Trump cannot save America. Only God can actually save America. Now, this is not even a religion issue, because I think I've mentioned in some of my videos that when you are choosing a president, in fact, a president should not be someone that only would favor one religion. It should be a president that can favor all religions, because you are there to serve everybody, not a particular religion. So saying that Trump is more religious than Kamala, I don't think it makes them any better candidate. Even though, yeah, there are some things that Trump actually would support that Kamala did not support, like pro-life and pro-choice and all of those things, yes. And another thing I think I want to comment on this video is that when we're trying to choose, like when you're trying to vote, besides when this video is going to be going up, you would have done your election in America. So I hope everybody went out to vote. Well, we are just waiting for the results, because I'm filming this, I mean, a day before I post this. So by the time you're watching this, you should have voted. And I hope that everybody went out to vote. Like Charlie Kirk said, not voting at all is even worse. The best thing is trust God. Whoever it is that you're trying to vote for, make sure that the person is a better choice, not someone who's coming to save you. Because yeah, Kamala has her own agenda, Trump has his own agenda, right? But somebody that you know will do a better job. I'm not pro Kamala or pro Trump, because I'm not American. So I'm just saying that whoever it is that you're going to choose, just like it was properly detailed in this question, this guy asked really valid questions. Asked about faith, pro-choice, and some other questions which were very valid. And I'm very happy that Charlie Kirk answered these questions intelligently. This man is so full of wisdom and he answered them very well. I just hope that everybody who goes out to vote, just like we say in Nigeria, you vote your conscience, not someone who is going to, not usually in Africa when we want to vote, we vote blindly. We do not vote because this person can do a better job. Once some money is given out to some people, they buy their conscience and all of that. But I think America is at the brink, is at that point where we need someone who can do a better job. So it's important that you lay out these things and follow it wisely, with wisdom, and make sure that whoever it is that you're going to vote is a better candidate, be it Kamala or Trump. Now, I hope I really enjoyed even the abortion question about the girl. I think we all have, you know, one or two things to say about that. You know, I feel so sorry for that lady who lost her child, you know, and I hope that this answers a lot of questions people have on abortion, even though, I mean, some people are very hard-hearted, but I hope that they understand a little bit, you know, that abortion or killing a child doesn't heal you. I love that part she said. Say killing your child doesn't actually, having an abortion, which is actually killing your child, doesn't heal you, okay? Anyway, I hope today's video you enjoyed it. Let's know your thoughts on what you think about the two conversations that we had today on the abortion and the political conversation. Let's know your thoughts, your observation, and what you think about the video. Before we go out of your faces, hope you have liked this video and share and drop a comment and subscribe, turn on post notification bell, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.